I want to press charges against somebody. Hi, I'm Ron Rhino Benor, attorney in the state of Michigan at Rhino Law PLLC. If you're in trouble, get Rhino. How do I press charges against somebody? There's a misconception in the state of Michigan that an individual presses charges against another individual. That's not the way it is in the state of Michigan. The mechanism used to uh, have somebody charged basically is you have to file a police report with the law enforcement agency that has jurisdiction in that area. So if you live in a city or a village that has their own police department, you would file it there. If it happens someplace where it's covered by the county or the state police, you would file it there. I have lived in some other states that what you do is you file the report and then take the report to a magistrate and have them sign it. That's not the way it works in Michigan. What happens is the police take a report, they do investigation, they complete the report, they send that to the prosecutor's office. The prosecutor will then review that report. Maybe the prosecutor has some questions or they want more investigation. If that's the case, what they will do is they will send back, it depends if it's computerized or if they still are doing it the old-fashioned paper way, they will send back a request for further investigation stating what they want to know. Maybe pictures weren't included, maybe they want some further witnesses interviewed, maybe the alleged victim in the case wasn't able to be interviewed because they were unconscious at the time or they were receiving medical treatment and the prosecutor wants a statement from them. It all depends. Ultimately, what happens is if charges get charged, um, it's the prosecutor's decision and the prosecutor's decision alone. Nobody else can do that. So they either charge, don't charge. And it may not be the charges you want, or it might be what you want, or you might not get anything you want. That's the way it goes, at least in the state of Michigan. Another important thing, um, don't call the prosecutor asking them to investigate a case. They do not investigate. This happens a lot after a serious incident gets reported in the news or paper, and people are appalled by it. And they will call the prosecutor's office and they can't figure out why no one's been charged. Well, no one has been charged because a report has not come over yet. It's not that the prosecutor's just sitting on it. If it's an important case, and I'm talking about like a murder or something very high profile, um, it's some stuff takes a lot of investigation. You just don't charge it right away. Now, that's also to say, uh, for instance, currently right now in the state of Michigan, due to the COVID pandemic, there is a huge backlog of cases that have not been charged yet because the individual prosecutors' offices for each county do not want to overwhelm the court system because that is already predicted to happen because the courts have been closed unless people are currently incarcerated. I'm the victim of the crime. I want to drop charges against somebody. Many people in the state of Michigan incorrectly believe that a victim has the power to drop charges against somebody. That is not the case. Just like the just like in the previous situation, if you want to press charges against somebody, the prosecutor ultimately makes that decision. Crimes in the state of Michigan are considered crimes against the community as a whole, not just the individual. And that's why it always says people of the state of Michigan. The prosecutor for your individual county files charges on behalf of the people of the state of Michigan. So it's not to say that if you don't want to proceed in the case, that a prosecutor may not dismiss charges. They might, based on several factors. Could be this individual has no prior record. Could be information wasn't contained in the police report that is later found out. It could be a variety of reasons. There might be a number of reasons why the prosecutor decides they're going to go through with prosecution, even if the victim doesn't want to proceed. And that could be for a variety of reasons. It could be, uh, let's say, in the case of domestic violence, let's say this is the 20th time that the prosecutor has received a report of this defendant on this victim. And they don't want to, the prosecutor is afraid that something is going to happen to the victim if they don't proceed. Um, this is usually one of the main reasons, or they feel that the victim is being pressured to do it. Keep in mind, if you are issued a subpoena, you have to show up to court. If you don't, you are subject to contempt. And that's another subject I'll get into that covers a lot of things. But a subpoena is not an invitation. It is an order telling you you have to be in court. And if you don't go to court, you can end up in jail. So it's something you really do not want to do. I guess the important part is if you're in a situation and you're just looking for safety, that might be a reason you call police. The problem is, once you call the police, they're going to submit the report, and you may not be able to take that back. Sometimes you see this in family squabbles where it may have not been the biggest situation. Maybe two brothers got into a heated argument and one pushed the other, and the one that got pushed called the police, and voila, you end up with, a situation that now someone's going to court, and it probably wasn't the biggest deal in the world, but somebody felt the need to charge that case. So I hope this blog helps you better understand how cases get charged in the state of Michigan. And if you have any questions, you can always comment below. Please subscribe right there if you are enjoying this content. Also, you can comment uh, asking about any other legal situations or other videos you would like me to do about things that you would like further clarification on. Please take a look at my website, getrhino.com. I'll have that up on the screen for you, getrhino.com. Thank you very much.